Yeah. I'm standing on the doorstep with a handful of wine, watching the taillights fade into the sky. I finally found the words, I finally found the key to the version of us that you wanted to be. But the porch light is off and the garden is dead, and I'm choking on everything I should have said. It's a 1 a.m. logic, a 2 a.m. sting, the heavyweight ghost of a beautiful thing. I'm checking the windows, I'm checking the air for a welcome back home that isn't quite there. And I'm just loving you too late tonight, finally seeing the depth and the light. But the bridge has been burned and the water is deep in a canyon of promises I didn't quite keep. I'm a day behind the always, a year behind the state, watching the version of us walk away. Yeah, I love you too late. I remember the nights when you begged me to try, before the slow motion and the long drawn goodbye. I was too busy running, I was too busy blind to see the original treasure behind. Now I've got the map, but I've run out of road, and I'm left with the weight of a letting up load. Turn back the clock, let the minutes all fly. I'm done with the maybe and the just for today. If I'm finally ready, then why is it cold in the story of forever that's already told? Is there a sorry that can bridge the divide, or am I just a phantom with nowhere to hide? 'Cause I'm just loving you too late tonight, too late. Finally seeing the depth and the light. But the bridge has been burned and the water is deep in a canyon of promises I didn't quite keep. I'm a day behind the always, a year behind the stay, watching the version of us walk away. Yeah, I love you too late. Right words, wrong time, just a never, and a crime. Too I held on so tight that I bruised the skin, not knowing where I end and you should begin. I built you a cage and I called it a home. I gave you a kingdom but left you alone. I was checking the locks while the windows were wide, missing the part where you died inside. Yeah, it's a 1 a.m. mirror, a 2 a.m. truth, the bitterest pill from the days of our youth. I was the anchor, but I was the chain, trying to keep you away from the rain. And I'm just realizing I was loving you wrong, singing the words to the beautiful song, but the rhythm was jagged, the melody tight. I was trying to be someone you needed the night. I poured all my water into a cracked bowl, and I'm sorry I broke the heart I tried to make whole. Yeah, I was loving you remember the silence I thought was a peace, but you were just waiting for a moment's release. I gave you my always like a late in a wait, and I'm reading the never on the latch of the gate. Now I'm standing in ruins. I built with my hands, with the version of us that no one understands. Tear it down, let the wreckage all hit. I'm the one who didn't know when to quit, and my life was a fire that burned you to ash and let me go down with the rest of the crash. Is there a love that doesn't need to possess, or am I just a master of making a mess? 'Cause I'm just realizing I was loving you wrong, singing the words to the beautiful song, but the rhythm was jagged, the melody tight. I was trying to be someone you needed the night. I poured all my water into a cracked bowl, and I'm sorry I broke the heart I tried to make whole. Yeah, I was loving you wrong. I see it now, the lines I crossed. I won the war, but the love was lost. Loving you wrong. Loving you wrong. I'm staring at the hollow where you used to sleep, counting the secrets that I couldn't quite keep. I've got your old sweatshirt, I got your old keys, collecting the dust in the 4 AM breeze. I could wash the sand off, I could clear out the drawer, but then I wouldn't feel you anymore. It's a 1 AM hollow with 2 AM sting, the heavyweight ghost of a beautiful thing. I'm holding the hunger, I'm holding the grave, because the never is the only thing left of the stay. And I just miss to love you tonight, holding the shadow and losing the light. If the heart is a ruin, then the grief is the goal. The only story that I got left to be told. I'm feeding the fire with the ash and the blue, because I miss to love you. I saw your reflection in a shop window pane, and I felt the vibration of the once again rain. My friends say I'm crazy to stay in the dark, to keep blowing breath on a dying out spark. But if I stop the weeping, if I stop the why, then I'm finally saying the final goodbye. Let the salt stay, let the wound never close. I'm tired of the better and the everyone knows. If the missing is love, and then let me just break out, stay in the wreckage for my own sake. Is there a sunshine that isn't so hollow, or am I just a heartbeat that's too heavy to swallow? 'Cause I just miss to love you tonight, holding the shadow and losing the light. If the heart is a ruin, then the grief is the gold. The only story that I got left to be told. I'm feeding the fire with the ash and the blue, because I miss to love you. If I stop the ache, I lose a trace. If I stop the cry, I lose your face. I miss to love you. I'm pulling the shades on the morning light, erase erasing the traces of a long-drawn night. I scrubbed out the fingerprints, cleared out the hall. I'm taking down every shadow on the wall. I'm rewriting the history, I'm changing the scene to a version of us that has never been. It's the silver gray shiver, a saltwater sting, the burial of every beautiful thing. I'm checking the borders, I'm checking the line between your always and a version of mine. And I'm gonna learn how to never love you, to wash out the red and to wash out the blue. I'm a kingdom of fire and I'm a hollowed out stone, learning the rhythm of being alone. The wires are broken, the signal is dead, and I'm drowning the forever that you once said. Yeah, I'm gonna never love you. I saw your old picture in a silver up frame, and I felt the vibration of whispering your name. But I dropped it on purpose, I watched it all break into a million versions of a single mistake. Now the glass is a mirror of a frozen up sky, and I'm too tired to even ask you why. Break the foundation, let the roof fall through. I'm done with the trying and the missing you. If the heart is a ruin, then let the rain in. I'm tired of the places where the colors are thin. Is there a freedom that isn't so cold, or am I just a story that's already been told? 'Cause I'm gonna learn how to never love you, to wash out the red and to wash out the blue. I'm a kingdom of fire and I'm a hollowed out stone, learning the rhythm of being alone. The wires are broken, the signal is dead, and I'm drowning the forever that you once said. Yeah, I'm gonna never love you. Forget the always, forget the stay, just to never, starting today. Never love you. Never love you. I'm making a list of the ways that we failed, of the storms that we hit and the ships that we sailed. I'm counting the sorries that never were true, and the cold-hearted versions of missing you. My friends say I'm lucky, they say I'm finally free, but they can't see the anchor that's dragging on me. It's a 1 a.m. logic, a 2 a.m. blur, the fading of him and the fading of her. I'm checking the boxes and I'm clearing the shelf, but I'm lying to everyone, mostly myself. And I shouldn't love you, I know that it's wrong to be singing the notes of a broken down song. You're a fire in the garden, a ghost in the bed, the one I love you, it should stay dead. I'm a slave to the rhythm, I'm a fool for the blue, knowing damn well that I shouldn't love you. I remember the day that the mercury dropped, when the music ran out and the heartbeat just stopped. I should be angry, I should be cold, clutching a story that's already been told. But I found your old ribbon in a velvet lined box, and I'm looking for keys to the original locks. Burn the list, let the reason all fly. I'm tired of the maybe and the 1,000 long why. If my brain is a witness, then my heart is a thief, stealing the logic and leaving the grief. Is there a freedom that isn't so sharp, or am I just a string on a hollowed out harp. 'Cause I shouldn't love you, I know that it's wrong to be singing the notes of a broken down song. You're a fire in the garden, a ghost in the bed, the one I love you, I should've stayed dead. I'm a slave to the rhythm, I'm a fool for the blues, knowing damn well that I shouldn't love you. I know better, but I don't feel better. Just a never, and I never shouldn't love you. Yeah, yeah. Still, I threw out the letters and I painted the hall. I took down the shadows that hung on the wall. I've learned how to cook for a table of one. I've mastered the art of the things I've begun. My friends say I'm glowing, they say I look new, and I'm not like a witness to something that's true. But the silence is heavy, the silence is wide, a mirror of everything rising inside. I'm checking the boxes and clearing the shelf, but I'm lying to everyone, mostly myself. And the truth is a ghost that I can't quite outrun. I'm still loving you when the daylight is done. It's a dull, steady egg, it's a permanent blue. In a world that's forgotten a version of you, I got a brand new life and a brand new view. But every heartbeat is still loving you. I saw a blue car in the grocery lot, and for a second I lost every lesson I've caught. My hands started shaking, my breath turned to glass, waiting for the ghost of forever to pass. Then the stranger walked out and the vision went gray, and I carried my groceries and walked far away. When does the always finally start to fade? When do I step out of the forest of shade? I follow the map and I follow the stars, but I'm still the keeper of all of these scars. Is there a finish line? Is there a door? Or am I just destined to want you for more? 'Cause the truth is a ghost that I can't quite outrun. I'm still loving you when the daylight is done. It's a dull, steady ache, it's a permanent blue. In a world that's forgotten a version of you, I got a brand new life and a brand new view. But every heartbeat is still loving you, still after the rain, still holding the pain. I still love you. I wish I loved you. I'm looking at your face in the candlelight glow, searching for a feeling I used to know. You're saying the words, you're playing the part, but there's a wall of glass around my own heart. I'm reaching for a shiver, I'm reaching for blue, but I'm just a witness to the version of you. It's a 1 a.m. silence, a 2 a.m. stone, The physical weight of being alone in a room full of always, and then just for today, watching the magic just wither away. And I wish I loved you like I did before, before the never and the slam of the door. I'm staring at the fire, but I'm feeling the frost, calculating everything that we lost. I'm a ghost in the kitchen, a smudge on the view, drowning in the wish I love you. Yeah, I wish I love you. I remember the nights when my chest was a roar, when I give up the world just to walk through your door. Now I'm checking my watch, I'm checking the light, waiting for the end of a long drawn night. You're a beautiful story that I can't quite read, a garden of flowers that turn into weeds. Break the foundation, let the roof fall through. I'm done with the trying and the missing you. If the heart is a ruin, then let the rain in. I'm tired of the places where the colors are thin. Is there a warmth that is meant to endure, or was the destruction the only thing pure? 'Cause I wish I loved you like I did before, before the never and the slam of the door. I'm staring at the fire, but I'm feeling the frost, calculating everything that we lost. I'm a ghost in the kitchen, a smudge on the view, drowning in the wish I love you. Yeah, I wish I love you. I wanna feel you. I wanna know. I wanna stay, but I wanna run. Wish I love you. Wish I love you.